And we also not forget about our support. We would like to say thanks to British Embassy of Phnom Penh, Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport, and we also thanks to our main sponsor, Cambridge English Language Assessment, University of West of England, Solihull College, Nottingham Trent University, Round Coffee, Chhon, and last but not least, Park and Road for their kind support. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I would like to brief with some informative history of this competition. In 2011, SpringBoard for Cambodia organized a debating championship, which was joined by debaters from the United Kingdom and Cambodian University. The prize were 2,100 rice for the winner and 1,100 rice for the runner-up, plus a trip to Siem province for all debating contestants. In 2012, we organized our first English-speaking championship called Kaplan English Speaking Championship 2013. And we selected one winner from each category: junior, senior, SpringBoard, and open categories. And the winner was awarded a work trip to the United Kingdom. Following successes, we once again hosted the public speaking competition for 2014 championship, and we selected 3 winners from each category: junior, senior, and young teacher of English championship. And the prize was a week trip to the United Kingdom for the first winner, Singapore trip for second winner, and Vietnam trip for the third place winner. And this year, we once again host a competition which is divided into 2 types of competition. The first one, public speaking, and another one, debating competition. And we will have 3 winners from each category: junior, senior, and young teacher of English, and also 1 debate team. And the prize are: the first place winner will win a trip to the United Kingdom. Second place, we are awarded to trip to Bali, Indonesia. And third place winner will win a lot of prizes, which are sponsored by Round, Chhon, Park and Road. For the winning team of the debating competition, will win a trip to Bali, Indonesia, and they will have a chance to stand to join 2015 Asia Debating Championship. And the runner-up will win a prize, which is sponsored by Round, Chhon, Park and Road. Next, I would like to introduce our honorable judge for this competition this afternoon. Firstly, I would like please give a warm welcome to Mr. Warwick Simpson. He is an experienced trainer of English language locally and internationally. Next, please give a warm welcome to Miss Jean Wilcox. She is an English trainer and formerly a teacher at ACE and also British Council. And now she is teaching English at law firm, technology company, and recruitment consultant. And thirdly, we would like to give applause to Mr. Good. To Mr. Christian Belayo. He's graduated from Sutton Coldfield College and Sunway College, and he also experienced as a teacher and trainer, helping to develop programs and curriculums to NGOs and also private schools. And now he's working with a commercial department of Phnom Penh Post. And last but not least, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Andy Hammett. He did his master's degree at University of Exeter and University of Kent. And also he currently is a senior English instructor to Royal Cambodian Armed Force and National Defense University, as well as he's been a judge at the annual British Embassy sponsored SpringBoard English Speaking Championship.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon, respectful judges. Today it's my very great honor to be here and to share what I think about this topic. So the topic right here is that the English Premier League should significantly limit the number of foreign players per team. So I believe that a lot of you are very familiar what football is. So the English Premier League is a very famous football league in England. So the topics right here try to argue with the ideas that the English Premier League should limit the number of the foreign players in each team. So if we look from one point of view, actually they really should not limit the numbers of players per team, because by limiting the numbers, they are not giving the opportunity to the potential player that's coming from another country. So as you know that there are many good players all around the world. There are many players from South Africa, players from other countries in Europe, so why not give them the opportunity? So why do we need to give them the opportunity? Because by giving them the opportunity, we are getting more potential players. We are getting more really good players from all around the world. And by having those good players, we will have a lot, the league can make a lot of scores in their games when they play against other league. So with getting a lot of scores, the league will also earn a lot of money and bring a lot of their fame to the league as well. But however, by giving so much opportunity to the foreign player, they are, however, decreasing the opportunity for the local player. So looking from another point of view, we can see that the English Premier League should actually limit the number of foreign players. It's not that we stop them from playing our team, but for example, in a team there are like 4 or 5 foreign players before, we can limit it to 1 or 2 per team. By doing this, we give the opportunity to the local players itself. So, you might ask a question, so why do we need to give the opportunity to the local player? So as you know, there is a game that is done every 4 years. It's called the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that a lot of us is a very big fan of that. So in the World Cup game, the one they go to play, they do not represent their league. They actually represent their own country. So if you give a lot of opportunity to the foreign player during the World Cup, they will be playing for their own country. So if they come from South Africa, they will be playing for South Africa. If they come from Argentina, they've been playing for Argentina. So who's going to play for England? If you give those opportunity to train the foreign player. So by giving more opportunity to the local people, you can promote your own country, especially bringing the fame that you can gain from the World Cup for England itself. And as I said, we are not trying to stop the foreign player from playing. So we limit the number of foreign players and we insert more, we give more opportunity to our local player. And during their game, during the practice, they can share their experiences. The local player can learn from those potential players, they can learn from their colleagues, and all together, they can become a very good player. Because if you do not give them the opportunity, they will not be able to show the world how good they are. And who knows, probably they could be even better than those foreign players. So, to conclude, although that having foreigner players on your team is a very good idea, however, by limiting the numbers of foreign players, you can give more opportunity to the local people, bringing more fame to your own league and still gain really good scores on your team when you play games. So, thank you.
Thank you for your good presentation. And now I'd like to give a floor for our judges to ask the questions.
Okay, thank you. So if the issue is about foreign players coming to play in the English league, why don't the English players go and play in a foreign league? Like, why don't English players play in African or Asian leagues?
Because as you know that really good leagues are in England. So they would rather have the opportunity to play in England rather than any other league, because the English Premier League is a very big league. And like everyone in the world know about that. Even my brother, he's a really big fan of the English Premier League. So if you give them a better opportunity to play in a better team, they will get better training. So if they go to play in a team that is not really good as Premier League, their training will not be as good. So when they play in the World Cup, it doesn't really help at all. So better training, better opportunity, better scores. Thank you, sir.
Hi, Hannah. The clubs that play in the English Premier League are actually run as businesses. So
Yes.
is it okay for the government to interfere with the business model of each club?
For me, I think it is not okay for the government to deal with that. It's because you know that the market, the way of business is a free market. So they are able to decide by themselves. But I think if nobody's going to suggest, nobody's going to raise up their idea, nobody is going to change anything that's happening. Because if we are not changing ourselves right now, if the government is not suggesting the idea, if the people is not insisting of having that, the English Premier League is not going to do anything about that. So it's all start from ourselves, start from the change of ideas, and that would sooner or later will have the effect on the outcome itself. Thank you.
One reason they hire foreign players is to get the best players.
Yes,
to get
sir.
the best side. Now, if you start to limit foreign players, then the side won't be as good, the quality of the game goes down, and the competition is affected. So people like your brother probably won't watch it anymore.
Yes.
So, do you think that for these reasons they shouldn't do this? To make competition more exciting.
Yes, sir. I agree with your idea that the foreigner player, whenever they hire them, it's because they are really like the best player. However, yes, they would get good scores. They would earn a lot of money for their business, but that will be only a short-term gain. It's because although that for now, yes, they have foreigner player, they get better score. But if we try to put the local player in there, it doesn't mean that those local players are bad. It's because they don't have the opportunity to show the world how good they are. So if we put them in, we have them train with the best player from other country. We have them train with the best player from their own country. So by doing that, although for now they will not get a lot of opportunity, they will not make good score, but later in life it will be a very long-term gain. Thank you.